The seven generation concept, as you saw from the little diagram that I shared at the beginning from yesterday's participant, it reflects an indigenous concept of an awareness of seven generations, and the decisions that we make have an impact on generations that come after us, and that we are living with the consequences of decisions made by our ancestors. The other meaning of seven generation is that we are in the middle of a major historic global demographic shift. More people are living longer than ever before. And what that means is that for the first time in history, we can each know through our lifetime, in our family and in our community, seven generations. Our own generation and three before us, parents, grandparents, great-grandparents, and then three after us, children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren. You can touch and know that much time. There is comfort in that, there is insight in that, and there is power in that. And that's the power that we're tapping into in the seven generation work. But this is not an easy thing because we do not live in a normal society. We live in a very age segregated society. Ecologists tell us the best place to plant a young tree isn't in a big open meadow. It's in a clearing in a forest with other trees, because what happens is that little tree follows the pathways established by the older trees, even dead trees, okay? And they burrow deeply, they follow the pathways, they intertwine, they graft onto those other roots. And what you get is this amazing, intricate foundation underneath the forest floor. And trees communicate and share resources, and the whole forest becomes stronger and healthier. When we connect young and old, the whole forest, the whole community becomes stronger. But we don't do that in this society. We live in a very ageist, age-segregated society. And it's this vital thread, I think, that's been broken, that we're trying to reweave. There was an indigenous elder that I was talking to who commented, I find it eerie when I go out in the middle of the day, maybe I'm going out to lunch or going to a store, and there are no children between 5 and 18 anywhere. He said, that's not normal. That's kind of strange. And when you think about it, where are the children? And for older adults, people are in gated retirement communities, assisted living facilities to keep them safe. And we have this retirement ideal of freedom 55 and going on a cruise. I think that elderhood has a lot more value than just that. And I think that we need this connection between young and old. I believe that every child needs an elder and every elder needs the young. And we need them to be connected. Anthropologist Margaret Mead said that the connections between generations are essential for the mental health and stability of nations. That's a pretty big statement. The whole forest, right? The nation. And we need those intergenerational connections. There's a best-selling book now called Sand Talk. I highly recommend it. It's by Indigenous academic Tyson Yunkaporta. And one of the things that he says in there, in Indigenous cultures, if you want change, if you want to make something happen, what you need to do is you need to put together a fired up youth with a cranky granny, and then you'll get something done. So I think that, and actually brain research supports this. If you look at the neuroplasticity of young brains and old brains, when you put them together, there's amazing potential for insight and for creativity and innovation. And I don't think we tap into that enough. So we're trying to tap into that. I think that young and old remind us, show us simply by being what really matters. And that's what this work is all about, making sense so that things around the things that really matter.